How's everybody doing today? This is TheStormPow, and I was asked by Speed Force Spectrum to kind of elaborate on what exactly I think Captain Ginyu's original form is. And for those of you who don't know, Captain Ginyu is the leader of the Ginyu Force. Goku encountered him on Namek, and he boasted a cool little like body swapping technique that he even used on Goku, where he swaps the bodies and he basically takes over someone's body and can own that body for as long as he wants to. And yeah, that's really awesome. Like, he used it on Goku, like I said, and then it was his personality in Goku's body, and it was pretty freaking crazy. So we have no idea how old Captain Ginyu is or anything like that, so there's no telling who his original form was, like how he was born as. But here's some information that I do have. If you play Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1, then you go to the character bios, then it does tell you that Ginyu's body change technique has been used a lot, and that it actually is not his original body that you see in the show. But then it's kind of weird and contradicting, because at the end of the Namek saga, he is a frog, and then Namek kind of, blows up, meaning that he died as a frog. But then later on in the show, when zombies and old enemies start coming out of hell, he comes back in his normal purple form. Now, you would imagine that the form that he would come back as would either be the form that he died in, or he would revert back to his very original form. If what it says in Budokai Tenkaichi is true, then that purple form with the horns is neither of those. So that's kind of weird. We could kind of assume that Budokai Tenkaichi is wrong, because it isn't really right to say that information in one of the games is canon, but still, we could say that it's wrong and that his original form is in fact that purple form. Or it can also just be assumed that they just made Captain Ginyu purple so that way people would be able to point at him and be like, hey, that's Captain Ginyu. Because if you saw some frog, you probably would have forgotten that he had turned into a frog, and you'd be a little confused. In one part, he did actually say that him and Jace are mutants. Now, mutant is a pretty vague term, really. And honestly, I kind of already knew that. I mean, anybody who has the kind of ability to swap bodies, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a little mutated, dude. Now, while there isn't a whole lot of information on Ginyu's original body, the only other piece of information that I've really been able to gather is that the name Ginyu, like a lot of other names in DBZ, is a pun on something else. The name Ginyu is derived from the word Gyanyu, which is the Japanese word for milk. Now, that also is very vague. While I do realize that all the other members of the Ginyu Force, their names are puns on things such as yogurt and cheese and other kind of dairy products, this still could mean something to the effect of Ginyu's original form having something to do with milk. Was he a frickin' cow? Was he a milkman? Was he just plain milk? Or did they just name him after milk just for the funsies, and name the rest of his platoon after other dairy products, again, just for the funsies? Or is it hinting that his origin had something to do with dairy in some weird way, shape, or form? So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that his original form is the purple form? Do you guys think he is a mutant milkman, or just what exactly? Personally, I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and guess that his original form is the purple one, but that's just because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to explain how a thing of milk could have been a fighter ever. Because whatever his original form was, he did fight in it, according to Salza. Because Salza did say that he was one of the few people who got to see Ginyu's original form, and that he had to fight Ginyu in order to become the leader of the Cooler's armored squadron thingy-majiggy. So it is kind of not exactly a safe bet to assume that Ginyu's original form was flat out just like spilled milk on the floor. But again, I want to know what you guys think, so feel free to let me know what you guys think and ask for other topics about DBZ Talks, because I really like doing these. And for now, I guess I would like to thank y'all for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and goodbye!